Good evening. We are glad to introduce have our brave, intelligent, really Indian, our honorable persons, Mr. Mahanta Pao, who was the group captain and presently as an entrepreneur, social worker, active social worker, and president of our Siang Trust. Welcome to our talk show.
Thank you.
May I know what's up? How are you after the retirement? How enjoy your life now?
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me, Rindam.
Yes.
He told you, I am Group Captain Mahanta Pao. I was a Sukhoi pilot.
Sukhoi pilot, okay.
So actually I was in the original team which brought Sukhois from Russia.
Okay, definitely.
And if you all have heard about it, you must have seen it flying above the skies of Assam and Arunachal.
Yes.
Sukhoi 30 MKI.
Okay, MiG.
So
Yes.
Sukhoi. And
MiG
I got
Sukhoi.
around 2,000 hours flying on Sukhoi only.
Sukhoi.
And around 3,500 hours of flying.
Okay.
I also commanded.
Yeah,
I am the
okay.
only person from Northeast to command
Okay.
a Sukhoi 30 squadron. And I have also taken part in Operation Kargil, Kargil operations, Operation Parakram, when Indian Parliament was attacked.
Okay.
And also after the Mumbai terror attacks in 2008 by Azmal Kasab.
Yes,
If
definitely.
you heard.
Yes, yes.
So I have taken part in all these events.
Okay.
Plus, I've also participated in many other things, like for example, I was also a low-level aerobatics display pilot.
Okay.
I used to do low-level aerobatics over on Republic Day
Oh.
over New Delhi.
New Delhi, okay.
I used to be vertical and inverted over India Gate.
Oh.
In Rajpath.
Bravo.
So all this I used to do. So presently I am an entrepreneur and I am a social worker based
Yes.
at Pasighat
Yes.
in East Siang district of Arunachal.
Okay.
And I basically hail from Namsing village
Namsing village.
in Moebo subdivision.
Okay. As a group captain, how you motivate, how you welcome our next generation to participate, to join our Indian defense system via Indian Army, via Indian Naval System, via Indian Air Force?
So very interesting, but there are very few people in the defense service from Northeast. Actually, highest are from Assam.
Okay.
And then the next are from, you can say Manipur.
Manipur. Okay.
And thereafter is Arunachal.
Okay.
And very less from our Tani tribe.
Oh.
So now presently there are around say 10-15 Tani officers in army and few in navy and few in the air force.
Okay.
But still after me there are no fighter pilots from our Tani tribe.
Okay.
And I'm still waiting for another one to become a pilot.
Okay.
So you see, recently you all must have heard about this Artemis 2, the satellite that went around the moon. In our traditional belief, we talk about Doni Polo.
Okay.
We say Anadoni and Abu Polo.
Yes.
But you see, our these 4 astronauts from NASA. They just did a slingshot around Polo, around the moon, and they just returned.
Yeah.
So what I'll tell you is, all are pilots. You can become an astronaut only when you are a pilot.
Okay.
And that also fighter pilots and test pilots, which I was.
Okay.
So these kind of things you can do, and you also fly the best fighter planes of the world. You fire missiles at 100-200 kilometers.
Okay.
You drop bombs, and you fly like a bird in the sky.
Yeah, definitely.
So in our young days, we always used to see birds only fly, but now we are flying better than birds.
Better than birds.
So if you become a defense fighter pilot, so it is one of the best adventurous service that you can ever have. You can ever experience.
Okay.
And it is that I have roamed around the whole country because I was in the Air Force. Through the Air Force, I have seen the whole lot of countries of the world also. So your horizons widen, and you can fulfill your dreams. And you can fulfill your अपना सपना को पूरा कर सकते हैं.
Definitely. जैसा हमारा जो आपका जो ड्रेडिएस्ट अपना ऑफिसर आर्मी ऑफिसर कर्नल हेमंत पांगिंग अब जैसे ग्रुप कैप्टन ये क्या सपना कहाँ से आया था?
सो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है। मेरा जो छोटा भाई है वो कर्नल हेमंत पांगिंग पाओ है, वो स्पेशल फोर्सेस में था, हाईली डेकोरेटेड ऑफिसर है। वो सेना मेडल गैलेंट्री बार मतलब 2 बार मिला हुआ है, और बहुत सारे कमेंडेशन है, और बहुत सारे टेररिस्ट मारा हुआ है वो, इसीलिए बहुत फेमस हो गया है। तो वो और उसके नीचे और एक मेरा ब्रदर है जयंत पांगिंग पाओ, वो अभी BCPL जो बोगीबिल में है वहाँ में चीफ ऑपरेशंस ऑफिसर है।
ओके।
और हमारा एक बहन भी था, एडवोकेट था, वो गुजर गई है।
अच्छा।
तो दिस इज आवर फैमिली कंपोजिशन। एंड हमारा मम्मी टीचर था, तो शी गाइडेड अस टू अपीयर फॉर सैनिक स्कूल। सो बोथ मी एंड माय ब्रदर हु वाज इन द आर्मी, वी वर टुगेदर इन सैनिक स्कूल्स। आई वाज इन सैनिक स्कूल गोलपारा, असम, and my brother was in Sainik School Imphal, Manipur. And in Sainik School it was compulsory to appear for National Defence Academy exam. So that is how we joined the defence together.
Okay.
And lot of people jokingly say कि तीसरा भाई जो है वो नेवी में जाने से पूरा हो जाना था, आर्मी नेवी
पांगिंग ब्रदर्स
ऐसा हो जाना था। वो है।
May I know you explain as a Miri, or otherwise you have a memory down like our Miri student union. We want to know something. What?
So it is very interesting that we actually, all of us belong to the Tani tribe. It is the great, I call it the great Tani tribe. And we all are descendants of Abu Tani.
Abu Tani, yes.
So who was our forefather. And there are a lot of research going on about where we came from actually. But as of now, if we talk of the recent past,
yes,
let's say around 400,000-500,000 years,
yes.
So we came down from, say, Inner Mongolia, somewhere there, and then through Tibet, and then onto the Arunachal Pradesh, and then the plains of Assam. That is how the Tani tribe is. And the Tani tribe, you know, they comprise of 6 major tribes.
Major communities.
That is basically, it is the Nisings of Assam, then the Adi, then the Galo, the Tagin, the Apatani, and the Nisi tribe. And I suspect one more tribe can also add in the Tani tribe. So we are all the same, basically descendants of Abu Tani.
Yes.
And originally all of us believed in Donipolo, the sun and the moon. And like I said earlier, Anadonji and Abu Polo. So we came from there. And if you look at, I don't know the further, we have to do more research to find out where we came from actually.
Yes.
But we are, let's say, one of the tribals, one of the highest, greatest tribal clan of Northeast. Maybe only the Boros may be more than us.
Yes, definitely.
The Tani tribe may be the second largest in tribal of Northeast, if you count them. So that is our origin. So more research needs to be done.
Okay.
And because we didn't have a written history, our history was all oral. It was passed down from father to son. That is how it was written. And now, of course, few historians are budding. One of them is you.
Yes.
And you are writing
before the forming the TMPK, before the forming the Nephi Student Union, before the forming the AFSO, ADISO, you recall one another organization, Abor Miri Student Union.
So it is in the record.
This background.
Actually, earlier Arunachal Pradesh was administered by assistant political officer. Nowadays you call them DC or district magistrate. And he was based in Sadia, in Assam. And from where assistant political officer used to administer. So Sadia was also the place where the first Arunachalis went to school. So-called the formal education system you talk of. So our forefathers, the pioneers, they went to study in Sadia. So in the pioneering study, they formed a own group of students that was called as the Abor Miri Students Union. But because of some problems of...
Will you mention such founder members' name?
The founder members were late Matindai,
Okay.
late Matin Tangu, then Susen Pao,
Okay.
Babu Osong Iring, and like that they were the founding members.
Okay.
And because they colloquially they were joked and some remarks were made on them,
Okay.
they changed the Abor Miri Student Union to Adi Missing Student Union.
Adishu.
Adi Missing Student
Okay.
Union.
Oh, Adi. Achha.
Adi Missing Student.
Okay,
And many people say that that was the origin of the Adi Student Union, and also it is the origin of the APSU. So
the fourth finder.
And you can also say it is the forefather of the TMPK.
Okay.
So that is how it is. The original organization was called as the Abor Miri
Student Union.
which was formed in Sodia
Okay.
by our forefathers who studied there during that time. I may be missing out few names,
Okay.
but they were the ones pioneering people who formed the unions.
Okay. Okay. May I know what, as your common people, what do you mean by Miri?
Oh, Miri,
Yes.
very interesting. If you see the olden writing
Okay.
of the first actually record of the Rani tribe is in a book called The History of Assam. It was written by Sir Edward Gate.
Okay.
Sir Edward Gate was actually the commissioner of Lakhimpur. And those days the Ahom kingdom were dying down. And there were very few people who could read the Ahom language. And the Ahom Buronjis were written in Ahom language, which many people could not read. So Sir Edward Gate, who was the commissioner of Lakhimpur, he commissioned a group of people led by that time Babu Gulab Borboda,
Yeah.
if my name is not wrong. And they translated the entire Buronji to English, and that is how Sir Edward Gate has published. The first mention of the Tani tribe is in that book, and in that book it is mentioned that almost at around 1600 AD, approximately 1550 to 1600 AD, the Tani tribe people have reached the foothills of Assam.
Okay.
And they were at that time attacking the Ahom governments, the Ahom kingdom, the Ahom troops, and Ahom villages. And they used to harass and go back. So that is the first time mention of the Tani tribe.
Okay.
And the Tani tribe, the mention was of the Miri tribe, of course. And that is how the Miris came to be known. And there is a mention in the book by Sir Edward Gate that in 1685, the Miris attacked the house of Sodia Khwagwai, or the governor of Sodia, those days, appointed by the Ahoms.
Okay.
And then they burned the house. This is mentioned in the History of Assam, the book by Edward Gate. So now you can work backwards. The first time the Miri's word, the Miri word was mentioned, was there.
Yeah.
That around 1600 ADs, the Ahom tribes were being attacked. And later, because the hill tribes or the Tani tribe used to raid, so later a system called as Kotokis and Posas were appointed.
Okay.
Posa was started.
Started by Ahom.
Posa is what the all villages of Assam, of course, used to pay tax to the Ahom Roja,
Ahom dynasty.
Ahom king.
Ahom king.
So the border villages were told that since these hillmen were troubling us, then this money should be paid to the hillmen so that they can be kept quiet. So that is how it was called Posa.
Yeah.
And it is very interesting that few families of Arunachal are still getting Posa today also.
Okay.
The Posa consisted of little bit of money, handkerchief or cloth piece, like silk pieces, scarves like that.
Very, very interesting.
But it's still continuing in certain families of,
Okay.
and then of course you all know what Kotokis meant, and that is how the system came up. So the Miri word came up like that, the first mention of the Miri, and also in our own Adi language also.
It's like a special word.
Miri is the spiritual leader of the Adis.
The powerful
So
man.
he powerful man, and he has powers to see the unknown and work towards the unknown and do healing. And in all our rituals,
Okay.
who
Who connects heavenly abode.
with our human life,
Okay.
and also in all our rituals, to do our rituals, a Miri is required.
Okay.
And so it is interesting that even Central Arunachal, the hills were called Miri Hills.
Okay.
If you look at the olden maps and all.
Yeah.
And of course, there was earlier a sub-tribe of the Tanis called as the Hill Miris. So they have now merged with the Nisis. But this was the way the term Miri has come up.
Okay.
So very interesting question.
Okay. Now we are going to conclusion. Before the conclusion, how you make yourself as a fit? Still you are like young.
Oh, very interesting. See, earlier, now also, for many things, Northeast is dependent on outsiders.
Yeah.
Like nothing is manufactured in Northeast. So even in Arunachal, everything is imported. Just a few years back, we used to import even packaged drinking water.
Yeah.
And everything used to come from outside.
Clothes,
We didn't have any
vegetables,
industries.
fishes.
Yeah.
Every household.
We didn't have any manufacturing industries.
Yeah.
So actually, after 24 years of service, I decided to quit and start industry in Arunachal Pradesh.
Which sector?
Textiles.
Textiles.
And I came back, and in 2015, I started the first mechanized textile industry of Arunachal and Upper Assam.
Your brand name is?
Elam Industries.
Elam.
And now it has finished 12 years now since I started the industry.
Okay.
And many people say that I will not be able to sustain the industry because the ecosystem to support the industry doesn't exist.
Okay.
And people don't understand that most of the people are running after government jobs.
Yeah, definitely.
And very few people actually, I always frequently say that the economy of Assam and many nearby states are handed over to outsiders.
Yeah.
That is because our outsiders, our own local people are looking only for government jobs.
Oh, yeah.
So this was a state. So I changed that. So we started manufacturing industry, and then now presently I am running two textile industries.
Okay.
And I am also starting a food processing industry soon.
Okay.
And I am providing employment to local people.
Yeah, definitely.
And we are moving towards Atmanirbharta.
Yeah.
Atmanirbhar, you can say Northeast. And very interesting lesson during COVID-19 lockdown.
Yeah.
During COVID-19 in lockdown, everything stopped, travel stopped. So we didn't have grocery, we didn't have hand sanitizers, we didn't have PPEs because we don't have
own stock.
Own manufacturing. Even government of Assam, they imported a special plane from China to get PPEs. But I had an industry. So we manufactured a lot of PPEs, we manufactured a lot of face masks, which was used for COVID protection. So that is when you realize that unless you are Atmanirbhar, you manufacture the things on your own, you cannot be actually truly independent. You will always be dependent on others. And always others can, trouble you, lock you up and things like that. Now, of course, things are changing. Slowly, a lot of people are becoming entrepreneurs. Young people of our tribe also, our Tani tribe also, and Upper Assam also, they're taking up. So it's a good sign. Improvement. Government is also supporting.
Okay, with your grand success, your farm foundation of your entrepreneurship, and now as a close-up, may I know what are your great achievement, as a fighter group captain or via your service type? Such awards mentioned.
I'm also awarded with Vayu Sena Medal. We call it Vayu Sena Medal is equivalent to Sena Medal of the Army. So I've also been awarded with that. And when I was in the Air Force, I did very well. I topped all my courses. You can see these medals behind.
Yeah, definitely. I have already watched and astonished.
In no course in Indian Air Force I have come second. I've always stood first. So then, when you start doing well, this is to all the young people of the Tani tribe and all listeners. When you start doing well, you become the ambassador.
Yeah, definitely.
So they start asking you, where are you from?
Yeah.
And then you tell them that I am from this and this place. Then they'll ask you, what do you eat? Where do you stay? What does your parents do? What do you wear? So once success is like this, people follow success. So, and it is there that all of us here have the potential. Our talent is there. But if we are smart enough, we work hard enough, and we pick up opportunities, we will do very well. I'm sure this message to the youth.
Yeah, definitely.
If you work hard, you will do well. So only thing you have to work hard, you have to persevere. Persevere means don't give up easily.
Sure, definitely.
And pick up dreams which are very high. Don't pick up small dreams. See high dreams, and then work hard to achieve those dreams. So I am sure someday Northeast will also dominate. And Northeast
every
also
sector.
In all sectors.
All sectors. Okay, thank you for your kind value of time which spend us, and with your longevity, your soundful health, and thank you again.
Thank you, Arindam.
Good night.
And I wish all the youth who are listening, and message for them, all of them, that if I can do,
Yeah.
you also can do.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
if I can do it from a remote village like Namsing,
Namsing,
you
yeah.
know, I used to walk from my
Yeah.
village Namsing to Pasighat.
Namsing to sky.
There is no village, there is no bridge, there are no roads. One day walking, 45 kilometers.
Yeah,
And like that, we reached the top of the world. It is possible. So
Okay.
work hard, best wishes.
Thank you, United people. Thank you, listener. Thank you, all of you.
बड़ा घूम डजंट मैटर ब्रो, तू बस हिम्मत का घूंट लगा और डर को निकल जा और दुनिया को दिखा तू किस मिट्टी का बना हुआ है। माउंटेन ड्यू, डर के आगे जीत है।
All the women in my life have played